Greetings fellow Decepticons, SoundBlaster1987 here on my monthly vlog for April of 2026. Apologies for how late this video is. I meant to have it up a couple of weeks ago as an Easter special, but, certain circumstances got in the way. More details in my, community tab post, which I'll leave linked in the description below. But today's vlog is about Stampy, the rabbit transformer from Beast Wars Neo, who was also technically Cybertron's equivalent of the Easter Bunny in one of the manga series at one point. So, for those who don't know, Stampy was a toy released in 1999 for Japan's exclusive Beast Wars sequel series, Fight Super Robot Lifeform Transformers Beast Wars Neo. The smallest of Big Convoy's main Maximal team, he turned into a rabbit, and the rabbit ears of his alternate mode were also used as a sort of hedge-clipper weapon for some of the larger Maximals like Longrack to use as a handheld weapon, because of the sort of attack gimmicks of some of the late wave Beast Wars figures from that time period. He was basically a hyperactive, energetic, sort of kid-friendly character who was supposed to be sort of like the Bumblebee or Hotshot of the Beast Wars Neo series, as like the main audience latch-onto type character. So where the audience will be basically viewing the events of the show from his perspective, since he's the kid appeal character and whatnot, much to the annoyance of the other Maximals on the team, and especially the Predacons as well. But I currently don't have the toy of Stampy, which I would have reviewed on the channel by now if I owned it, but like I say, he was used as the Easter Bunny in some of the manga series that came out in more recent years, like the Transformers Legends manga and whatnot. And there was an animation model for Stampy for Transformers Animated in 2009 for one of the crowd scenes on Cybertron that was basically just the Cybertron Ransack homage with a new rabbit-eared head and white and gold armor and such like. Unfortunately, because Ransack didn't get a toy in the Transformers Animated line, we didn't get a new version of Stampy either, although that design was inspired by the, BotCon 2006 Ransack repaint retool of Rat Trap from the original Beast Wars line. Stampy did appear a few times in the IDW comics at one point, including the IDW Beast Wars The Gathering and The Ascending comic book storylines released around the time of the Michael Bay movies. And there have been homages to him and such like in previous storylines, but unfortunately, he hasn't received any new toys since, and I don't think he's going to at the rate things are going anytime soon. I have to admit, though, it is a bit of a shame, because he has got a very unique design with the way that the rabbit head sort of splits in half across his forearm, so the, rabbit ear hedge clipper blades come up like elbow spikes. And obviously, turning into a rabbit, he's got really strong jumping abilities and such as well. But like I say, aside from the brief cameos in IDW comics in the original early 2000s run, he hasn't really appeared in media since. So, that more or less concludes my look back at Stampy from the Beast Wars Neo series. I do recommend watching the anime if you get a chance, because it was really well made for the time, back in 1999. But obviously it was one of the ones that was Japan exclusive and never dubbed into English, at least not officially. There are some fan dubs on YouTube of the first few episodes, but obviously quality of these fan-made things does tend to vary, so mileage may vary on that one. So, with that said, that concludes my video for April 2026. I've been SoundBlaster1987, thanks again for watching. My next vlog in May will be another Star Wars special, looking back at the life of Darth Maul to tie in with the new Maul Shadow Lord series on Disney+. But before that would be my next toy review, the Mega Bloks Drogon and Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. So, till then, till all are one.